Hey, welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I am Ethan Van Sciver, and this is Brutally Honest Portfolio Reviews number 20. Brutally Honest Portfolio Reviews are a chance for you, the viewer, to send me your best work. Storytelling work, please. Panel-to-panel work. And present it to me, and I will critique it, and I will be brutally honest with you and tell you where you need to improve. And what might help you, either to become a pro or just to do this kind of on an amateur level and enjoy it. All right, so got this submission from Perry, and it took me a while to figure out because I believe this is manga, and therefore it's meant to be read backwards. So I was reading it forwards, and I was like completely and totally perplexed. But I do think this is the way it's meant to go, and if I'm missing that, you can correct me. So I'm going to read these backwards, and then we'll take it from there. All right, so we have a nice establishing shot here, which is what I like to say, somewhere in West Texas. We got oil fields here, and then some kind of sign for Dragon County, and we've got a boy on a skateboard. Looks like some kind of hoverboard. He's going to Dragon High School. All right, so we've got 4 images that are pretty much unrelated to each other. It's almost like a montage of establishing. Perry right away. Oh, look, no, this I didn't notice him down here. Is that Dre? That is this dude. He's skateboarding on in to the Dragon High School. So these two panels are related. I like the way these two panels are related by the gray tones. Very, very interesting. This bothers me because I think we're going to see one thing recur in Perry's work, which is a lack of backgrounds. Now, Perry, as difficult and painstaking as it is to do backgrounds, they are necessary most of the time to ground your characters in a place, in a setting. Without them, if they go away, the reader is going to feel as though this is happening in some kind of bizarre limbo or in the middle of the sky. So it is important to discipline yourself to remind the reader of backgrounds. And as we go in your story, I'm going to show you where it would have been a good time to refresh the viewer's memory, okay, about where this is taking place. And that's really the way you need to think about it. You can drop the backgrounds out. For if you're doing 6 panels, you only need to show the background in 2 of them. I mean, you can drop the backgrounds out for the other 4 and just rely on the reader's memory to fill in the location. So this is a good start. We've got the high school here. I will say to you, spend a little bit more time on this. It looks like you're using a little bit of 1-point perspective. That's fine. It's not quite all that convincing. It's kind of head on. When you're doing manga, one of the features of manga is just far out crazy angles, and for that you are really going to need to become a master in perspective, especially 3-point perspective and 1-point perspective. So make sure that you watch my videos on those. I think those could be helpful to you. All right, let's look at the next page. So we get a better shot. This is what I call an anchor panel. An anchor panel is the main focus on a page. If you have 4 panels and one of them is one that you really want to show off, and especially something like this, which I would call a hero shot. This is our main shot of our protagonist, and he is on some kind of cool hoverboard that's leaving a smoke trail. There is no background here. This would be the time, I'm afraid, to do a full background. You would want to do sidewalk here. You'd want to do the school, some of the school, because you're closer in on the school. We just need to see some doors, the windows, or whatever, and maybe some kids walking across the lawn with books in their hands, just to set the fact that he has arrived at the school and it's busy and active and there are people around. That would be necessary here because right now it looks like he's in the sky. I'm sure you agree. But good use of an anchor panel. Here we have kind of him reacting to some noise off panel, although it would really be helpful if we were kind of alerted and let in on what he's reacting to. Maybe we can hear in the distance, hey, some talking that catches his attention, and then we see, oh, look, it's apparently 2 guys who are gonna attack this student right here, and he says not again. So we really do need a word balloon here that kind of indicates what he's reacting to, because we want to react with him. We've got some speed lines here to show some action. Yeah, that's good. This is a good panel. I'm not crazy about your inking. I do want you to go back and oh, I'm sorry. Maybe look at the inking tutorial I did, and I believe it was Brutally Honest Portfolio Reviews number 18, where we talked about lights and darks and line weights. I think you would really benefit from that, seeing as the line weight around your figure is thinner, or it's at least the same weight as the lines inside here. And that just kind of makes him look kind of wispy and ghosty, and it doesn't really give him any form that makes him stand out. A panel like this, you really, especially when you put the background in, you're going to want him to stand out a little bit more. You're going to want a bolder line around your figure. Okay, so let's go to the next page. So now we cut to, I guess, those people who were arguing that were upsetting our protagonist, and we see that we've got kind of a little guy here. He's holding his books, and then there's a bully who shoves him. Is this him? We want to be careful. We want to watch our faces to keep them consistent. He is got a much longer nose and a much differently shaped face. We can't see his eyes. His eyes are hidden behind glasses. This doesn't look the same as this, so we want to be careful of that. All of these things are meant to just kind of continue subtly reinforcing our actors, our characters, and our location to the reader. I would continue right here in these two panels to show background. I'd show a little background here. I would show a little background here. You can drop them out here. Okay, at that point, you've reestablished, you've reminded our readers of where this is taking place. Same location as the guy on the skateboard, and that is all you need to do to go ahead and you can be lazy. You can drop out the backgrounds here, and that's just fine. All right, and then we cut to this. So we've got a robot who I don't know. I don't really know where this is happening, Perry. I don't know. Oh, the artist, by the way, is named Perry. I don't know if I mentioned that. I don't know where this is happening. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why this happened here. Yeah, I don't really get it. Maybe I'll get it later. But again, backgrounds go a long way. And then suddenly, this is very strange. We're at a cemetery. Is this the same guy on the same skateboard? All right, so sorry, I had to take a break. The baby needed to get her box of blocks down, and I helped do that. So let's get back to this. Dragon City Graveyard. So we're cutting the scene here. I don't know if this page is out of place. I'm not sure. I think this is our protagonist who showed up at the high school, and we are learning that his dad went missing, and it's a subtle kind of suggestion that he might not be with us anymore. But he refuses to believe he's dead. He won't accept it. Target acquired as he skateboards away. These two panels mean absolutely nothing. Sorry. You can't... yeah, I'm not sure what this all means here. I assume this is the robot that we just saw who is targeting our protagonist. Can't be sure, though. And then we cut to this, and it looks like... Oh, okay, so that's the bully, and this is our protagonist on the skateboard, and he zips in, and he clotheslines him. And I don't know what this panel is for, I'm not sure what this does, but the kid who was about to get bullied, and this other kid, watch as the bully hits the ground with a thud. I'm, again, unclear about what all of this means here, what these lines mean. It could be the skateboarder going by. That is unclear. Is he taking pity on me? I didn't ask for his help. And then I don't know what this is. And then he says, you can thank me later, and he skateboards away. Okay. All right. So basically what we've got going on here, Perry, is we have we have some drawing issues that you need to work out. We have some inking issues. Drawing issues can be kind of seen pretty clearly here. His arm is way too long, and yeah, I mean the foreshortening here is just a little bit silly. I see that what you're trying to do is, this leg is going to be kind of foreshortened, and this arm is going to be kind of longer because it's coming at us, but it's not. And you you are going to need to possibly consider using photo reference of some kind to help you find these drawings. You can take photo reference and you can break it down into something a little bit more cartoony and abstract like this fairly easily, so you should consider using that. Using photo reference doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be restricted to stark realism at all. Feel free to exaggerate and use photographs to do absolutely anything that you want to do. Comic book art is all about the exaggeration of form, and how you do it will determine your own unique style. Background's very important, and that's something that I think might be your biggest flaw in your storytelling, is that at no point are we reassured or reminded about where this is taking place. So right here would have been a good place for that. Oftentimes your characters get confusing and we're not sure who is who. That's something that you can practice, making sure that your characters look a little bit more consistent from panel to panel. And nice work, Perry. This looks like it's a fun thing that you're doing, and I encourage you to do more and send more our way. We would love to see it. This is Brutally Honest Portfolio Reviews number 20, so we've reached kind of a milestone. I hope you enjoyed watching that. If you would like to have your portfolio reviewed, why not send me 4 to 6 pages to my email, which is Ethan, ETHAN 12032 @gmail.com, or send me your pages via my Twitter DMs, which is @EthanVanSkyver. I will review everything that gets sent to me eventually. You don't need to send it more than once. I will take care of it. And thank you all very much. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you for liking my videos. And thank you for the people who super chat and donate to my Patreon. All of you are really appreciated. I just did an updated Patreon thank you trailer, which is going to close out this video. And I think I put everyone's name on it. Thank you very, very much. And I will see you guys later. Bye. And now I want to take a moment to thank my very dear Patreon donors. These are my patrons for the month of April. Thank you very, very much for your support. Your continued support is very much appreciated and helps me create more content, daily content for this channel. So I wanted to shout out to you guys. If you would like your name on this list next month, there is a link to my Patreon right below, and consider donating to it. Thank you very much.